TV. DJ can't bet he's sitting here. Waterwave TV, man. Y'all see what the fuck going on? We trying to up in this bitch. Shout out Waterwave TV. Waterwave TV. Waterwave up in this bitch. Man, shout out to Waterwave. We do this shit all the time, bro.
Waterwave in this bitch.
Yes,
AC
sir.
in this bitch. You know the fucking vibes, man. Waterwave, you know what it is.
Hey, big Waterwave. Big Waterwave.
Waterwave. 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the newest Waterwave TV interview. Today I'm here with Malik. Is it owner, founder of Traprite? Or how does it?
Everything.
Both?
Creator, founder.
Creator,
CEO,
founder.
Whatever you want to call it.
How's your day going? How's your weekend going?
It's going good. It's going good. Well, it went well. You know, a lot of stuff went well. This weekend we had since Thursday, you know, it's been a boozy, you know, everything.
Halloween weekend.
Yeah, so it's been a lot going on, but I'm blessed, can't complain. Everything is good.
So I'm curious about Traprite. But first I want to get to know like a little bit of your background. So obviously Traprite's like a hip hop brand. What kind of how did you get into hip hop growing up?
I mean, you know, I always listen to hip hop, and then you know, one of my good friends was John Ray growing up, so he was always into the music. So I was always right there, you know, comparing them to everybody, seeing what the competition was like, and keeping my ear to the ground, basically locally because of him. But you know, music, I'm just a music head anyway. You know, when it comes to music, I just like good music.
Are you born and raised in Minnesota?
Yeah, born and raised. You know, my whole family, I'm like third generation. We all from here. I'm really from Minneapolis, you know, like really from over north, you know.
So what? So you said John Ray, obviously staple in the Minneapolis music game or Minnesota music game. What kind of got you into like starting Traprite? When did it start? I guess.
I mean, I was throwing events and stuff since like 2018.
Okay.
But I guess what most of you guys see, the media portion of it. I would say, we still under a year, so about.
Yeah, I would say, was the first thing you guys threw besides, I mean, when it came to like the live stream stuff in the verses, was it the Macurve and Plaza one?
No, it was that was like the third one. The first thing was again John Ray.
Okay.
And Cash the Kid.
Yeah, because I think I didn't know about it until I might have seen it, but like I didn't. I guess I went to the J Plaza and Macurve one, so that was kind of like my introduction to Traprite, and it was very well put together. I fucked with it a lot.
Yeah, I got a great team as well. You know, they see my vision and they bring my vision to light, and we all work together handily. Everybody just pick up where the other lack off.
So you said you started back in 2018 throwing like shows and stuff.
Yeah, I did like a sneaker gala. You know, where you dress up your suit clothes, whatever. You know, women dress. Dresses and all of that, but you got sneakers on, so you know, something you should have been a part of. You know,
that's cool.
We're gonna do it again.
Yeah. But
we had vendors there and stuff, and everybody was out there selling their heat and just bringing their best heat. We had I forgot what the contest prize was, but for the best heat that came through, so it was a good event. And COVID stopped it, why it haven't happened again, but now it's gonna come soon for sure.
Yeah, it's a cool event.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that. It's all dress clothes, but then you put some heat on the feet.
Yeah, so you know, you in suits, everybody suited up, a reason to dress, you know, but then you still throw on your heat.
So what's like the vision behind Traprite? Is it to just help like the scene grow? Is it just to do the stuff that needs to be done, like that fill in the holes of what other people aren't doing? Like,
I mean, it changes as I go. I ain't gonna lie, because some stuff's been taking off better than I even anticipated. You know, I mean, I've started it, you know, thinking about clothing brands, stuff like that, and just sending a message, you know, the message of trapping right. So, you know, my thing is, I think a lot of people who do the right things, who building stuff, I don't think they brag enough, you know. So I want them to get the highlight, you know, instead of, you know, negative things. You know, you go to the block with a shorty, you know, you hustling and you up a nine, you're gonna think that's the only way to get it, you know. But if you go to the block with a laptop and still up that same knot, or you know, whatever you're doing positive, your business or whatever. So I'm just looking to highlight those people. Like, that's my biggest thing. You always think those people's jobs are boring, or those people, you know, whatever they doing is lesser than that fast money, you know. But the fast money be the trick. So that was the whole change of the narrative of the word trap and then you trapping right. You know, so
I feel it.
just passing on that message. You know,
yeah, it's always got to be a little bit of a deeper message to everything you're doing.
Yeah, you know, passing on that message, but then you know you got to trick people though. So, you know, if I come to you and be like, you need a vote. Or at least I know my people that I go to. You know, if I go to them and just tell them about voting, they might not tune in. But they might tune in to run the 6. And then I add some voting. You know, they might tune in to that. So it's kind of like tricking the masses, you know, getting them there. And then giving them something to leave with, you know. So
that's dope. So yeah, you just mentioned Run the 6, which is a show that you do on Traprite. How did you choose the hosts for it? Dolo and Taylor, correct?
Yep. Killer Key. Killer. Well, I call her Killer. Killer Key. Her name, I think, is Taylor Benz on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah. That's how I guess that's where I consume most of Traprite stuff is Instagram.
Yeah, that's Killer though. Killer. How did I pick it? It was kind of a no-brainer for me. I mean, those two people that I grew up with as well. So when it comes to stuff like that, I feel like I got an eye. You know, I produce. You know, so mainly. People think it's just a lot of music and everything, but it's TV as well. You know, I got a production. You know, so I want to be Bounce TV. or biggest Bounce TV or biggest BT or MTV. So I put together must see TV. Yeah, you know, so it's a lot of music because a lot of music is must see. But you know, it could be comedy. You know, it can be whatever. You know, it just got to come together and be a production basically. You know, I've got TV shows coming, you know, all type of different little short films, you know, all that sort of stuff, you know, that's going I'm looking when I'm where I'm at, it's going to be I'm going to have a TV guy, you know, one of the TV guys that can go on all day, 24 hours. I got spots for every single thing that I created. You know, so that's
dope. So you're like, I guess one of my questions I was going to ask you would be like, what is kind of like the end goal for Traprite? Would it be to be like a larger TV network, but maybe just in the futuristic state of it's live streamed or it's this or it's that, maybe not on cable, or it's like being like a TV channel, something you want to be?
I mean, I guess we'll see what happens as far as like the times. Yeah. If it's necessary to be on cable, you know, but a big network for sure, a network that's take it seriously, that you know is impactful, but like I said, to showcase everything though. Actors, you know, we got a lot of comedians doing their thing right now. We got a lot of people that's killing it in the game. So even on Run the 6, we bring artists, but then we bring business people and people that's, you know, building their own. You know, I got a different respect for people that's able to build their own stuff from the ground. You know. Yeah,
and I think I like you guys' brand a lot. It's very professional, and it's like. It's something that is like needed out here. It's like that super professional, like the versus battles and the ciphers, and or even just the Run the 6, like the podcasts or interviews, whatever you want to call them exactly. And now you're talking about, you know, working with comedians, just being like a TV network that's for like up and coming people in Minneapolis or in St. Paul or in Minnesota or whatever. I think it's definitely needed. And like when I went to the Mac Curve and Jay Plaza one, I just seen like the whole live stream crew and then like how it kind of panned out, and I was like, damn, like this takes a lot of like this takes a big team of people. How did you is like have you always wanted to like direct or like make, I guess you could say, films or make, I don't know, just direct shows, I guess? I
mean, I'm just an idea guy, so I like in my brain to me is so lit, so I just be like, man, I gotta bring this to life. So you know, I'm not really a going out guy because I don't like how other people do it, you know. So I'm like, I always think like, so if you want a party that you'll enjoy, you got to throw it, you know. So it be stuff like that, and then
put that on a shirt. If you got a party if you want to throw a party that if you want to go to a party that you're gonna enjoy, throw it.
Yeah,
that's what you saying.
You gotta throw it, because you know, I be sitting in parties, not, you know, I'm anti-social when it comes to that, but I don't like bumping into people, you know. I like player stuff, so I try to put together that stuff. So I appreciate you saying that, because it's definitely a lot of work. Yeah, and my team is just tough. Yeah, you know, they're tough. They know what they're doing. They get it done for sure. Because
that's kind of what we're working on over here now, is trying to expand and have more like employees, or basically just team members, as you call them, like extra cameramen, extra editors, extra this and that.
For sure.
Just take a lot of pressure off of us, you know, with just having more responsibilities.
Yeah.
But one of the things I've been talking about is like the versus battle. What made you start doing them? Was it like seeing the big names start doing them, or were you already doing them in the past?
No, of course it was the big names that inspired it. For sure. But
I guess like rap battles have been around for a while, but like the whole concept of like playing your best hits or whatever is pretty cool.
It was I mean, I think mainly the Jeezy and Gucci one for sure, but I just knew I could pull it off, and then I knew, you know, everything was shut down. That was right in the middle of, I'm talking about the middle of the pandemic, the beginning, when it was bad, when you couldn't go nowhere, when the bars was closed, when everything was closed. So I just felt like it was it was necessary, it was a need, and then
for a live streamed event that people can watch from home.
Everybody bored, everybody at the house quarantined and getting into it with their significance, you know, everybody on top of each other, you know. So, man, you know, put together a nice night, you know, have everybody forget about being I guess being in the pandemic. You know?
Because that's one thing, like I've always wanted to do more live streamed events besides like when we just do like sitting in here like listening to people's music or whatever. But I never knew how to like put together the best live streamed event to where it's not going to buffer, the mics aren't going to cut out, like there's going to be enough people to be able to run it, flip the camera angles, you know what I mean? Like that was just something that I was like, I really want to do that, but I don't even know if we have the resources or the people or even just to get that done. Yeah,
for sure. And that's where, again, I knew I could get it done. I knew I had good people behind me, so I was like, shoot, why not? You know, we was thinking about the idea. And, you know, a lot of people be mad at John Ray or be mad, you know, favoritism and this and that, but shoot, John Ray, I'm lucky to have him because, you know, when I came to him, like, let's do it, he do pretty much, you know, he see my vision. He know how I'm gonna put things together, and he was one of the people that believed in it, you know, and Cash the Kid, you know, so they like, yeah, you can put this together. It's go ahead, let's do it, you know. And you know how many people would have told me no from the beginning, you know, especially without having a name, you know, like, let's do a versus, you know, especially the best people, you know, would have been like, nah, I ain't on that. A Minnesota versus, what is that? I seen a lot of people like, why is y'all doing Minnesota versus and this, that, and, you know, but when I got, you know, I'm connected to the people that I'm connected to, you know, from growing up, and luckily they've made names for themselves, so now it ain't necessarily hard to get people to follow up, you know, so, but they be mad at him, but shoot, y'all dudes, when I first was coming up, leave me on red, and, you know, people not responding and thinking that it's small time stuff, you know, and it's smaller but growing, you know, but as far as the professionalism, I will always express like this if I put it together, it's gonna be put together. Yeah, you know, like regardless if it's gonna have it's gonna have more, but regardless if it has 5 views or it has 5 million views, it's gonna be a professional ass video that you are gonna be well represented and you can, you know, display your talents. You don't have to worry about it. I feel like more people are just like don't want to embarrass themselves when it comes to like live streamed events and like showing off their talents and what they really got. Like it's me versus you right now. Like for verses, for example, like there's definitely gonna be some people that are gonna just be like they don't want to choke or they don't want to fuck up because they know there's live viewers. Like, you know, you're selling out the gold room for this shit, and then you got thousands of people watching on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, wherever it's live streamed at. It's definitely something that make people nervous. You know, so you got to be ready. But I mean, this is what y'all do, you know, especially for artists.
Especially if you think and you talk like you are like something greater than everybody else, then you better be able to show it right here, I guess.
Yeah, live too. That's what makes it what it is. It's live.
Yeah, and one thing, it's kind of everybody, like a lot of people think that they're like the best at everything. Like, I'm the best at this, I'm the best at that, or whatever. And these are like the times where you gotta show out, or even like at your shows, like you say you're like, you know, you're the best hip rapper in Minnesota, but you go to your shows and the energy just ain't there or some shit. Not that the fans aren't there or whatever, but just your overall go at it. I've seen a lot of people that make a lot of great music, but then they just don't put on the best shows.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that. I don't think people take that serious enough, you know,
especially when there's not very many people there, but that's still like you could win all those people over. So it's
stage presence, but that's stuff they got to be practiced and intentional though. A lot of people think they can wake up and do that, and if you can and you talented enough to do that, you know, power to you. But if you can't, you know, ain't nothing wrong with preparing for those moments.
Yeah, you definitely
know?
gotta practice.
You gotta work out and stuff too. You know, you gonna get tired.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta. This a full game. You know, it ain't just. That's why the people that's killing it, I got a lot of respect for, because there's just a lot of components to it. You know, you ain't just waking up just going to what not at the top of your game. You're not. You know, you going to sound checks. I mean, you going to you know, you're doing the extra work. You know, I even watch dudes like Prof. You know, I be watching his story and stuff. He's working out. You know, but he's selling shows out too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had the best performance I've ever seen live. But how can he do that though? You know, he got his stuff in order. You know, I look at other people that think they better than Prof. Yeah. And to each is his own musically. Yeah. But I know they ain't doing what he doing at no show. Yeah. I know they ain't coming with that thought. I know they ain't. You know, I see people get tired off of the smallest stuff. You know, so the stuff that I witnessed over this past summer, I was really impressed. You know, because of that.
How do you choose people for verses? Is there like a criteria that they kind of have to meet? Not necessarily saying like you have to have this amount of numbers of this or that, but is there just like some type of like, I guess, your own criteria for picking people?
It's got to be must-see TV. It has to be must-see TV. It's little to do about the music. People get mad talking about I got better music, I got this, but I feel like I'm really good at knowing what the people care about. You know, I've messed up enough, so I know what people gonna watch. And I'm putting together a production, like you said, you seen it at the Go Room. So it's you know, this stuff costs money. All my people on paid time and everything. So we're not putting together just like friendly volunteer stuff. You know what I'm saying? We putting together stuff that's gonna hit. You know, so I usually, you know, I'm always watching in the comments, and I got my ear to the streets. I know who they asking for. I know what matchups they asking for the most part. And then, you know, I trust people that I'm not a know-it-all person. So, you know, I'll have a conversation with you. I have a conversation with somebody else. Who y'all think, maybe from y'all side or somebody I'm not familiar with, you know? So I take advice that way. But all in all, it just got to be must-see TV. A lot of people want me to put boring shit up there, man. Like,
everybody thinks that they deserve that spotlight, too. That's what I've learned just doing, interviews like this and stuff. Everyone, or even just throwing shows or putting together any type of like interactional graphic. Like I do the graphics where it's like start your label, and it'd be like, you know, these people are worth $7, these people are worth $5, people are worth $3, they're worth $1, and people like get hurt that they're like only worth $3 instead of $7 or some shit, or they're hurt that they're not on there. But it's like, I
actually like that people get hurt, because when you hurt, that means you taking it serious. You know?
Like,
so
your voice matters or whatever.
That too, but I'm saying even the artists that be hurt, I like that they be hurt. I don't like how they go about it a lot, but you know, I understand. You know, if you put out a top media around Mushmore, and you know, if you didn't put Traprite on there, I would feel a type of way. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna cry and beg, you know, but I would be like, man, how? You know, I did this, and this short amount of time, and this, like, my impact. Like, what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? What, you know? But that's a competitive thing, man. And I put a post out maybe last week or so, but Minnesota don't like to compete. It seems like we so friendly and just nice and teddy bearish. Like, we can't compete. Everybody got to shake hands.
I feel like we just need. It's like weird to say, but it's almost like you want more drama. Like not necessarily like drama to where people are like getting mad at each other, but more of like trying to prove that they're a better rapper or a better singer than the next person, or a better this than the next person. Like just have some type of drive to actually like show that you're better.
Yeah, just again, it's like, what's today? Wednesday. It's like Tuesdays, Wednesday nights or whatever in the NBA, you know, on TNT. You know, these is headbanging matchups. They don't hate each other, want to kill each other, but they want to get them wins on TNT. You know, your TNT wins matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at it like that. Like, come get you a win. Like, you don't gotta hate this man or nothing, but beat him. Like, me and you play Uno right now. I'm gonna try to bust your ass right now. You know?
Exactly.
You know,
next thing I wanted to talk about, besides the verses, another thing that I think you guys are kind of known for is doing the Cypher for Minnesota. How did you kind of put that together, like that lineup, and just like the overall execution of it?
My thing was to add some nice names to make it credible. You know, so to have people, you know, I knew they was gonna try to take shots at it. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah. No matter anybody that does that with any 10 people, it's gonna get someone's gonna have a bad opinion about it.
But you know, you got people that's credible. What you gonna say to me about Mac and Jay Plaza and John Ray? And what you gonna say to me about a lot of them dudes? You know. But my thing was to put together enough people, credible people, as well as shine some light on some people too. So some people that didn't have followings and didn't have, you know, grow their stuff a little bit that I am a fan of.
That you are a fan of, yeah. Because when it comes down to it, is what a lot of people gotta learn. Yeah, you want Minnesota to be represented the best in every single time in every single video, but you also gotta understand that media company that's putting it out has their own opinions and has their own people that they think is good and that they want to like shed on their light. Like you can only pick 10 out of the 10,000 people that rap out here. Like you're not gonna make everyone happy, but you just hope that you at least give a good, you know, a good show, which I think it was. But
for sure, and then like you say, everybody has their own opinion. So whatever 10 I put out there, just like whatever 10 is on those lists, like some other 10 is gonna get mad because it's not enough. But that's I mean, that ain't my problem. You know what I'm saying? That's you got to get over that piece. You know, just make it to where you're there. You know, that's how I look at it. Like I don't be crying when people leave me on red. You know, they don't understand I'm a local rapper too. You know, so I'm putting all my own money into this. You know, like I don't got no budget. This my stuff. You know, I'm putting this together because I believe in my vision. You know, I started from where I was at and am slowly growing, you know. So I'm doing the same things that a local rapper is doing. I just work a lot harder than the average local rapper. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. You know, now they think they supposed to be on here. How you supposed to be on here? I got more videos than you. Like and then y'all want to complain about people that's on there every week, but they got 12 videos this year. Yeah. You know, they really working. Like in the what I noticed is the people that everybody that's working usually has a respect for each other. Yeah. You may not like each other. He may be the competition, but you respect it. Like, at least you working. But the ones that's like lazy bums, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like, feel like they deserve to be on everything. Yeah,
like you ain't dropped nothing. Yo, you trying to come over here to heat your stuff up. No, let's meet. You know. Let's meet. Let's be on the up and up. And the biggest thing I hate is for somebody to come through Traprite and then be dead after that. Like that's the biggest. That's to me. That's
like whack. Do that and then just not try to continue to use that momentum. Yeah. Like you just got this shine, this live stream event. That's another thing I was gonna ask. Like, is there any? I guess the better question is who like off of the Cypher you think has been kind of like growing the best since that, because you know, like off the XXL freshman list, that like Cyphers, when they do those, it's kind of like, all right, this is who's supposed to like continue to grow. You know what I mean? Like, was there like a few that you've been seeing like doing better?
I mean, yes. I mean, guys like Washanti, Hardbody. I mean, I think for them, like, you know, they might not have had the biggest followings to begin with. You know, people know them who their neighborhood, but like, a lot of people is on them now, you know. So I would say people like those benefited the most as far as the public. But shoot, I still see Mac Herb steady rising, you know. Like, but he always rises though. But that's what I mean when you come and you steady keep doing stuff. Yeah. It just it looks Jay Plaza. Everybody is somehow still moving and grooving, you know. But it's a couple people, maybe not on the Cypher, but they'll come through for an interview or they'll come through for verses and then they're done. Like, that don't sit right with me at all.
It's almost like you just because you really just got to keep rolling with momentum. Like you get that interview. All right, now I'm gonna drop a song and then I'm gonna do a music video and then I'm gonna do another interview at another spot. Which is like, I don't remember what show it was on. I don't know if it was on Traprite, but someone said that there's too many media members. I don't remember what podcast it was on exactly, but they said there's too many like media hubs in Minneapolis or whatever, or in Minnesota in general, which is like somewhat true because there's some that just don't put the work in, and that they're just there, just posting like other whatever, just reposting other stuff without actually putting some work in. But I think like the more the merrier when it comes down to it. It kind of makes like everybody else work harder. It gives artists better opportunities to be able to contact them, to be able to do something. But I think it's only good if the more the merrier, or only if everybody's actually putting in real work and doing at least a little bit of research, or doing, making it a little professional, making make it look good, make it represent the state well, make it represent the artist well.
Yeah, just bringing something to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the biggest thing. Just bringing something to the table. It can be as many as we want, or as many as people create. Because again, like that's not even an opinion I try to get into, because if somebody want to make a media channel, they gonna make it, you know. But like, it is a lot of people that ain't doing nothing. Yeah. But it's the people that's moving, and the names. It's only a few of them. Yeah. Still, but I think it's too many people that ain't doing nothing. I should say that when it comes to that. But
yeah, who would you say like right now is like who represents Minnesota rap? Like in a global, not in a countrywide scale, like not who you think is the best Minnesota rapper, but who's like the one that is representing Minnesota right now? Would it be like someone like what we were talking about when I had Jake on here from Live on Lake Street? He said like obviously like the big names are like the Young Gravies and like Prof, who like does the stuff, and we were talking about how it's like, it's not a bad thing because they obviously have their own lane and they have their own fans and they sell their own shows, but it's not how Minnesota should be represented on like what we actually have to offer. So I don't know. Do you think like I don't know if there's another name that I'm kind of missing that like actually is like, I don't know, like selling out shows and like filling up arenas, not arenas, but whatever you call it, like the Fillmore type.
I mean, to be honest, I think right now nobody. Nobody. When I think about just Minnesota, it's wide open. Yeah. So like it's wide open, and I don't think it really matters much about what you do. It's just about making the people believe it. The people got to be behind you. So it ain't nobody that you could think of like a Lil Durk. You can attach him to Chicago. Yeah. It ain't nobody like it's not nobody that we can really say. We can say people that's made noise in a lane, but like when I go to Chicago, they be like, who up there rapping? Mm-hmm. When it be like, when I done talk to different platforms, what's the new one, On the Block and all of that, they who rapping up there, mm-hmm. So like it's the time for somebody to take that spot. Yeah, I don't think nobody represents that spot in a way like they represent Minnesota. I don't think nobody. Yeah. I think it might just be picking somebody that's doing stuff. Mm-hmm. But the person you name, I could ask a lot of people and they don't know who that is, or they don't know he's from Minnesota. Exactly,
because I remember, I think someone asked me like, oh, who's like the most popular rapper out of Minnesota? I'm just trying to think of a name that they would know. So I said Young Gravy, and like, oh, I thought he was from Atlanta. Because, like, I don't know, he'd just be in Atlanta, I guess. Or maybe that's where his label's at that he signed to or whatever. But and then it's just like, damn.
That's another reason why, I'm glad to have the platform that I have. I think I'm able to push a lot of people that wouldn't be regularly pushed. Yeah. A lot of these people is really from these, from the streets, mm-hmm. So a lot of these people get looked over, especially, in previous ciphers, maybe sound sets or anything that locally they might put together. A lot of people that was in my cipher wouldn't be able to touch that, mm-hmm. The names that ain't the names, Yeah. People keep the trenches out, basically. Yeah. And that's my biggest thing is, the trenches got to be in, like people like NLU Skeet and, the John Ray, they don't necessarily get to go to First Ave off the bat. Hopefully they, mm-hmm. we able to, soon. Yeah. But we they kind of like, that's why I kind of want a channel, because, you choose what people see. So they don't necessarily want people to see that. Again, Minnesota is so just friendly. Anybody that's really, causing, or anybody, I guess, from the trenches, I feel like they'll leave out if they can, mm-hmm. for sure. But I'm trying to think of some names, but
like, is there anybody that I guess it's kind of a hard question, but like, who do you think is going to become that face? If you could take a guess, like, who's like on the right track. Like I see like Casey Pluto doing his thing, or I guess he goes by KC now, with like being able to have that whole Kanye connection and all the features he has. But like, I don't know who else there is. Like obviously Lil James.
I don't really know.
But like,
again,
it's just I feel like there's no one's one step away, so it's hard to like even think who it could be.
Just the people that you know, of course, my guy, y'all gonna get sick of hearing his name.
John Ray. I was playing his song in here the other day, and someone was like, "That's that John Ray joint or something."
Yeah,
he definitely has the buzz, and his music's good.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like I'd hope someone like John Ray, like that style of music, at least, like, is the one to like make a name in Minnesota, because then I think it's only gonna open up so much more. Because a lot of he sounds way different to a lot of people, but just like the shit he raps about and his like flow and just the vibe behind his music can open up the alley to so many more Minnesota rappers than like someone like a Young Gravy could, because there's not a lot of people making music like Young Gravy, so there's not like a trickle down effect.
Where is he from?
Rochester.
Yeah, see,
he's not from the cities, but
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just so biased to people that's really from the streets. Like, I'm biased to that.
And I think that's what like Minneapolis and St. Paul needs to be represented by, is people that have grown all the way up from the streets to making it and to rapping about what they've been through. And like, because that's who makes the best music out here for the most part. Obviously, you get a few people that are from a suburb here and there, or that just didn't really grow up in the streets, that make good music. But I'd say a majority of the people that are actually making like good music, like this shit could blow, is just people that have came from the streets.
Yeah, and again, like, that should be the representation, you know. I mean, it is everywhere else for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, but for here, it's something about Minnesota, even with the Timberwolves and everything. Like, for a while, like, now we got the most, I feel like, the most black players on the court at that one point of time. Then we used to always look like an overseas team, you know, for the Wolves. Like, back to the it's like we wasn't with the times.
We were the whitest team at one point. I'm pretty sure that was a stat or some shit of all time. Or
just, you know, that type of stuff. And that's not the way the game is going. You know, that's not how we're going to win.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they try to make Ricky Rubio be Kyrie to me. You know, like, Ricky Rubio's not Kyrie. Now you got everybody hating Ricky Rubio, asking him to be something he's not. I mean, we tried to make Wally Zerbiak a big star. He's not a big star. I mean, he had big moments at the NBA level, I should say.
Yeah.
But then you got guys they wouldn't touch, you know, that, you know, or they would hurt. They would have, you know, guys like Spreewell and them. They was in and out. You know, tough guys. You know, guys that I don't think we can handle, like a Draymond Green. I don't think Minnesota can handle Draymond Green, but I just say all of that stuff to say that's how our music is, too.
That's fair, yeah.
You know, like, we don't like nobody that really speak their mind.
Yeah.
That's why they don't like John Ray. That's why they don't like Lil James, too.
And I don't know why, like, I don't know if it's just, like, the community of people that actually intake Minnesota music artists isn't really supporting as much as they could be. Like, obviously more people could listen to each artist more, but like, and even just like the overall people that actually like live in Minneapolis and St. Paul, like, that go to like events and that are like downtown and just out and about, it's almost like it's just not, I don't know if it's just not the preferred genre for Minneapolis and St. Paul of like hood or just hip hop music in general. Like, is that just not, or is this just the wrong city for hip hop? Like, I don't know. I feel like it definitely has a lane, but the people just aren't tapping into the localness. Like, everyone they're waiting for that big name to come here to do a concert, rather than knowing like, oh shit, like there's 50 of those people that could become those big names right around the corner.
And I feel like the name matters. Again, we have people that have had success, like recently and back in day to time, you know. But it gotta be that right person, you know. It gotta be the right person. I mean, people like, you know, people like Prince Riley, you know, people that really represent like where they come from, and he would be considered Minnesota. If he blow up, he'd be considered Minnesota for sure. It wouldn't be no doubt, no. Oh, I thought he was from Atlanta. No, he from Minnesota. You know, John Ray and the like. You know, and those is people that don't really walk these streets. You know, even like a Skeet. You know, I don't know on the South Side right now who I would really name, but those people is the ones that need to make it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, those is the ones. You know?
You gotta make it happen. And it does come with actually like representing your state or your city, like in your music videos, like even just something as simple as wearing a Vikings jersey or a Timberwolves hat or a Twins jersey or some shit like that, shooting your videos in Minneapolis or where you're from in your hoods, instead of like, you know, obviously it's nice to go out of state and shoot some cool videos that way too, but people can draw the connection of it, like, oh dang, I'm from here and this is like a really, really good song.
You just gotta really be from there.
Mm-hmm.
If you really from there and you going, they know you.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, like I think people try to get outside support before they conquer they radius, you know. And I think that's a big mistake. People always be like, you don't got it. People worried about being the best in Minnesota. It's global, but you can't be the best in the world without being the best in Minnesota.
Yeah,
like that's just not a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Take over your town first.
And then why would you not want to take over your town?
Yeah,
though?
so
like,
everybody already knows you. Everyone's gonna be looking up to you.
All your friends, you went to high school here. Like this is what you do. Like it's marks. If you got a season, you try to win your conference.
Yeah.
Then you try to win state. You know what I'm saying? You don't
just go for the whole World Series.
You know, the Chiefs, they struggling right now. I seen him and Mahomes said something like, you know, they looking ahead too much. They looking to the playoffs. You know, and that could hurt you.
Yeah,
you gotta kill what's in front of you and climb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like however it is, just kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but this is my opinion.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely a good opinion. November 25th, we got John Ray versus Lil James. I'm already knowing who you probably want to see be more successful in that one.
I mean,
there isn't really a winner and loser in a versus. Right? I mean, there's no like judge's scorecard, nothing like that.
Nah, it's just opinion based. Yeah. But these is two dudes that I really support. I know they really from this. Yeah. You know, so of course, we coming to rock out, but we all working together at the end. You know, us three. You know, like this.
Put on a show.
Yeah. So you know, I want to see both of them. I want to see both of them rock out. I know they will too. You know, these is two of the best entertainers. You know, especially like the matchup again. Like it's a matchup. The back and forth. The audio that's gonna be going back, you know, the low blows, the shade, you know, all on the stage. Everybody want to see is gonna be there that night.
I'm definitely going to either be there or be watching it. I'm definitely gonna try to be there. Is it at the Gold Room again?
No, it's at the Muse.
That's even better.
Yeah, we needed more space.
Yeah, because the Gold Room is nice for like that exclusive, like you get a good ass experience for coming here because it's like very limited. But like you obviously, if you have the demand, you need a bigger space.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta move around.
That's gonna be at Muse. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna do well.
And then we got a 2,500 twerk contest before it. You know, we it's
gonna be lit.
It's a feel.
Are you gonna do like a weigh-in before? Not like a 2 days before, day before press conference type of thing.
A face off. Yeah, we got a face off coming for sure. Where they gonna y'all gonna see, because this one gonna be a little different. You're gonna have to catch this one on the website. If you just waiting on Facebook to come down your timeline with this verses, it's not gonna happen. Not in real time. You're gonna be late. So you either gotta show up or you gotta subscribe to the website.
So live streamed on the website.
Yes, subscribe to the website www.traprite TRAPRITE.TV. My bad. So Traprite TRAPRITE.TV.
On the screen.
Yeah.
It's on the screen.
But yeah, so you gotta either subscribe there or you gotta be there.
Yeah.
You know.
Will it be posted, I guess, after if you can't watch a live stream, or will it be you can only watch it on your website after as well, or will it be on like YouTube and shit like that?
I mean, you know, it's gonna make it to YouTube. It gotta be.
Yeah, but maybe like UFC usually posts their shit like a week after or some shit. So it makes people like, if you want to see it right now, you have to go to our website and watch it, and then it's like, all right, now it's time to show it to the public or whatever. But
well, you know, I gotta hit it with the YouTube. But
you gotta grow it. Yeah, I'm already know.
It'll be a couple days after, but yeah. I don't want to necessarily say that, but subscribe.
Subscribe to YouTube. If you want to watch it live, or else you're going to be behind anyways.
Yeah,
you're going to be missing out.
I
mean, that's like watching the Super Bowl after the game's over. Like, what? You're not going to want to do that. Just while you're watching Super Bowl and stay off your phone, not know what the fuck went on.
And it ain't never going to be no event like this again. Like, it's not. This matchup, this tension.
And this is something new to the city, too, so you're just engraving your history in the Minneapolis music books by being the first ones to really take this shit serious.
Yeah. But this is it's just anticipated highly for sure. You know, we put a few early bird VIP sales. They gone. You know, so everybody know what they finna do. Everybody know that it's finna be a real show. I'm talking about. I think this might be one of the best shows in Minnesota. Like performance wise, what we got planned. You know, it's finna be a real show. Ain't nobody finna be standing around bored. Like everybody is gonna be in tune. Have your drinks, have everything. Put that shit on. You know.
We gotta go.
Know, you gotta come to the back. You know, I want everybody who's everybody in the green room. That's just gonna be for us. You know, down there, it's gonna be for the artists. But we gotta catch all the footage. You know, come catch you some good footage. The behind the scenes is gonna be crazy.
That's what everyone's gonna want to see.
The behind the scenes is gonna be crazy.
You gotta have it.
Cause it's gonna be. I don't know. Have you been to the Muse?
Yeah.
The back down below.
I've never been. I guess behind the scenes. I mean, I've been. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in the green room though. So
they got a nice behind the scenes area. So that area, I'm trying to have all, you know, pioneers in the game. You know, whether you're a producer, whether you this or that, you know, come and then that vlog is just gonna be crazy. Even other
that's
artists,
the shit like this is exactly what Minnesota needs. It's because it happens in all the other markets. All the big names just be hanging out together, like, you know, doing business together, and you know, because there's plenty of room to eat. You see how many artists and media companies are up in all these other markets. It doesn't just need to be one or two.
Right, everything helps each other. Y'all post my videos, you know what I'm saying? As long as y'all don't cut me out or nothing. They
cut my tag out the corner.
Yeah, what was that on? Oh, that was on Run the Six. Oh, Trap. Oh, okay. I'm familiar. Okay. So now, for me, it's cross promotion, you know, and it's content. You know, why would you not want, you know, like all of that exclusive, like, don't touch my videos, don't do this, don't do that. That's whack to me. Like that's whack. And sometimes people followings or they presence is a little more if they post it on their stuff. Yeah. And then they drawing it to you. So it's all it all can work out if we wanted to, for sure.
I mean, is there anything you'd like to add before we cut this interview off?
Man, just November 25th. For sure, I'm telling you, it's never gonna be
Minnesota
been
history.
nothing like this though. It's never been nothing like this, like never. And I don't really think it can be repeated. Like you could try to bring two better rappers in your opinion, but I'm saying a better matchup to me. Besides, you know, some actual gangbanging stuff. You know, some dangerous stuff. I don't think they're gonna get, and this ain't nothing like that. You know, this is music. Yeah, for sure, but
as professional, but also as serious and like into it. Like they're gonna be into it. They're gonna be a lot of emotion on stage.
They don't want to get embarrassed on live. Both of them. Yeah. Both of them don't want to get embarrassed on live. These is they thinking about that.
It's gonna be fire.
They think about each other. I know that, and I know they both preparing. They both performing. So November 25th, you know, at the Muse, 10 to 2. You know. See you there. If you want to see
we'll put the website and ticket link, all that in the description of this. So go get your tickets.